Smile. Claire is here to show you that the molarity of the iron 2 plus solution is 0.101 molar, and we have pipetted 20 milliliters into the beaker. Say hi, Claire. Okay, so we have 10 milliliters of iron 2 plus solution in here, and we've pipetted that in there. Now I'm going to hold this one up. This is the bigger container of it. It actually is a little bit of a yellowish color, an off yellow color, very different than iron 3 plus is. And then of course you see the burette is full of the potassium permanganate, and it's filled all the way up to the 0 marker. So when we let it in, you'll be coming from 0. So you can put those numbers in to start your titration notes. Okay, so this starts at 0, and now we're going to keep adding it, and we want the solution to turn pink. So as you can see, the purple disappears immediately as we start to add it. But we want it to stop at the faintest hint of pink. Now you see I'm just letting it through. It's because I'm going for my quick and dirty. Okay, we'll make sure. Yep, that's all gone. This one's close. And just a little bit more. And that'll do it. Okay, so as you can see, we'll whip the camera around. We are at the 22 mark. Actually, that looks like 22 spot on. So 22 milliliters for this one. Okay, again, we've got the 20 milliliters of 0.1012 molar iron 2 plus in there, and about 5 or so milliliters of the H2SO4 in there to acidify it. But I did not refill the burette. The burette is still sitting at 22, so keep that in mind when you are figuring out how much has gone in. And if you hear someone talking about his guys, that's the culprit, talking about his guys during the filming of this lab. Okay, is the burette back in view?
Yep.
Okay, now I'm going to continue to add some more. And keeping in mind that it took 22 last time, I'm going to go ahead and let like 15 and 17 in. Okay, so that's a little more than 15. Oh, not pink yet.
Maybe you can use all of it? It's in the bottom. Not quite pink yet. Maybe you should hold it maybe we should try it for like 10 minutes?
10 minutes? You think we should let in 10 minutes of this?
Or 10 seconds.
Probably more like 10 seconds.
For it going down. There's no way.
Well, that's pretty close.
You just need.
Yeah, I'd call that pink.
Check the side. Ooh.
Well,
Ooh.
the other one's more pink.
The other one was more pink.
Yep. Okay, so this is what it reads right now. So you can see it's below, it's focusing not on there. There we go. It's below the 43. It's hard to read when it's dark. It looks like 43.15. I'd say it's at 43.15 from 22 even. Okay, this bottom part is brought to you by this iron compound again, and 20 milliliters again, and also with some acid in there to make sure the reaction proceeds. The burette has been refilled to the 0 mark, so we're at the 0, and we're going to go ahead and start letting it in, keeping in mind that last time, the first one was 22, so we're going to keep that in mind. We're going to slow down around 17.
22. It's gold.
to be very precise. You see, this is why 6-year-olds don't do titrations.
Oh, now I get it.
Now she gets it. Almost there. Second one was better, I think, folks, but that one's definitely pink. Okay, now we're gonna bring it around, show where we're at. Looks like just under the 21.05, I should say, 21.05. How exciting was this?
Very.
Very exciting. So remember your first enthusiasm. What do you think, James?
Well, I think that it looks like a pretty.
It's the
pretty
coolest ever.
So-
Okay, well, let's look like, so that's pretty good pink. Let's look like overshoot.
Oh my!
Okay, so if you overshoot, you get much purplier.
That's less pretty.
According to James, it's less pretty.
It's
All
not
right.
pretty at all.
That is
Ready
part
for A.
Part B. Claire has shown you here that Part B is going to have 2 milliliters of H2O2, hydrogen peroxide, 5 milliliters of H2SO4. Okay, here we go. The burette is ready. The beaker is ready. Peroxide, of course, you've seen it before, is colorless. So this time we're colorless beneath, and we're going to start letting. This one's our quick and dirty. Notice the bubbles this time. You are definitely getting a gas being formed as hydrogen peroxide reacts with potassium permanganate. Okay, office hours canceled the video for a second, but we're going to continue to add here. This is still trial 1. And you see the bubbles come in.
It's like a storm.
It's just like a storm.
It's like the pink is fire, and the ember's clouds. Yay, yay, yay!
Now see, you guys just don't show that kind of enthusiasm. I think I need to bring her all the time.
Yay!
Okay, that one is definitely purple. Okay, so overshot a little bit on the quick and dirty. I will show you how much it takes. Hydrogen peroxide is very effective at reducing the manganese all the way down to the 38, and that was just a 2 milliliter sample of hydrogen peroxide. So we're exactly at the 38.0 for this one. Exciting, James?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
You liked it, Claire?
Very, 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 very so much.
Okay, same setup as last time. There is 2 milliliters of H2O2 and 5 milliliters of H2SO4 in there. The H2SO4 is 6 molar for those of you who are playing along at home. There is 0. We are at the 0 line in the burette, and here we go. We learned in the quick and dirty that it's definitely going to be over 30 milliliters needed of this, so we're just going to let it flow. Starting to slow down at the 31.
Ooh.
My cheerleader's back. Not quite pink yet.
Ooh.
Okay, I'd say that's pink. Let's take a look. 36.1. Okay, again, 2 milliliters H2O2, 5 milliliters of sulfuric acid. Again, at the 0 mark, we have an extra visitor for this one.
It's okay if
What do you want, John?
the head of the T-Rex. You're the fair James This is the back of guys. I think I'll be invited guys.
Is it filming?
This is that one. That's the guys.
What do you think, Claire? I think that'll do it. All right, that looks like 36.2 to me. 36.2 on the last trial. Thank you for hanging in there. What do you think, James?
I think it's still pretty color.
What do you think, Claire?
Awesome.
What do you think, John?